Hi friends, I'm Sincerely Unique. Today we are back for the final day of Irodori. I have been playing Final Fantasy XIV so much, but I finally made the time to just sit down and finally wrap up this event. I have not done any of the mini games. I'll do them off stream, don't worry about it. I just really want to see the end of this because I am aware of a lot of special things about this event. I will get Xingqiu, don't worry. I need his consolation, his C6. I will get it. Yeah, so let's just get to it. If I can ever find it, that is. Legend of the Kasen. The Palace, Dyed in Black. True Tales of the Violet Garden, Act 4. What truths will Kazuha bring when he returns from his investigation? The long-hidden secret is about to be revealed.
Kazuha said he would wait for us at the 5 Kasen Plaza today. Let's go find him there.
Everyone, they all look so short. They're all so short.
Ah, you're here.
We
it
all
appears
look
everyone
like
has arrived.
Lalafels. How did your investigation go, Kazuha?
Last night, I visited a former servant who once worked for my family. I was able to learn the entirety of what happened all those years ago. In my great-grandfather's generation, the Ishin art was tasked with forging an important Goshinto according to an ancient forging diagram.
Oh my.
Though all the craftsmen involved were very experienced, the process was still unsuccessful. Every blade that was forged was defective. When the deadline came, the blade still wasn't finished. So the craftsmen all fled and hid for fear of punishment. The Kaidahara clan and Yashiro Commission then conducted an investigation.
Nice. I haven't really talked about
My
it, but
great-grandfather and the head of the Kamisato clan eventually tracked down the craftsmen near the seaside.
Before the event, we didn't
However,
know much about
they met
Kazuha's
fierce
background
resistance
here.
from the craftsmen, and in the end, they were unable to prevent them from escaping by sea.
We didn't know much
the
about
Kaidahara
Kazuha's
clan
background
was severely
before this
punished
event.
for the swordsmiths
we
that
knew
had
more about his
escaped,
friend than him.
and the family gradually fell into decline. Moreover, I heard that the head of the Kamisato clan was injured by the fleeing swordsmiths, which combined with his advanced age caused him to pass away shortly thereafter.
Oh.
Yes. The sudden passing of the family head left the Kamisato clan leaderless. Treacherous people took advantage of the situation and put the family's status in the Yashiro Commission at jeopardy.
Oh my.
This single incident had profound effects. Even after the position as head of the clan was passed to my father, the Kamisato clan still wasn't able to regain its prior reputation.
I see. Wow.
But, thanks to my brother, everything is getting better now.
The failure to forge the blade was ultimately attributed to a lack of required skill and finesse. The Kaidahara clan and the Yashiro Commission always believed that was the case. However, the story of the 5 Kasen seems to imply that the failure didn't stem from a lack of skill, but rather, the diagram had been tampered with by someone.
I wonder who.
Miss Kamisato, I heard yesterday that the Yashiro Commission has still kept the diagram ever since the failed forging all those years ago.
The diagram?
Might I ask you to do me a favor?
Yes,
Kazuha
I
always
understand.
sounds so soft with his
I will go
voice
back
acting.
and
I
search for the
appreciate it a
diagram.
lot. I need to lower Genshin.
Please
It's
come meet
really
me at the
loud.
Kamisato estate later.
I don't know what's so loud about it today, but it looks like it's overpowering me. The palace, dyed in black. Go to the Kamisato estate. Okie dokie. We will go over there. If you hear jingling in the background, I'm sorry. That's Toma. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's my dog. Not Toma. Another dog is here to meet you.
Everyone, I've managed to find the old diagram.
Oh?
Though the diagram is well preserved, you can still tell that it's seen at least 3 or 4 centuries of history.
Centuries? This thing is ancient.
That's pretty old.
That's like around when
Is
Raiden
it
was
still possible to find any evidence
and
of
became in
tampering?
charge.
At this point, we can only try our luck and see how we fare.
They immersed the diagram in a basin of water. Oh, the truth. Okay. I can't read any of this.
Although the effect is not too obvious, you can still see that some words have now started to smudge.
Oh.
Kazuha, this is clear evidence that this chart was indeed tampered with. Someone framed the Kaedehara clan all those years ago.
Kazuha.
I see. But I fear that I've discovered this secret too late.
Centuries
When
too
my
late.
grandfather was young, he proposed reviving the Ishin art many times to my great-grandfather. But my grandfather was only scolded for being too foolhardy. Yesterday,
So you don't even know the
former
Kishin
family
art.
servant said that my great-grandfather
I'm
even
pretty sure we
went to
already
the
went over that
Yashiro
yesterday,
Commission to
though.
request that diagram from the head of the Kamisato clan. He then showed that diagram to my grandfather and asked him and his subordinates to try to forge the sword.
Oh.
Sure enough, my grandfather also failed. My great-grandfather then told him, if you can't find the secret within, then the Ishin art deserves to fade from the world. My grandfather left Inazuma in a rage after hearing those words.
No.
He didn't ever see my great-grandfather again, even till the day of his passing.
It's so sad.
Looking back at it now, the argument between the two of them was simply meaningless.
Meaningless.
Oh, Kazuha.
I heard that your great-grandfather was very industrious when he was young, but later in life, he no longer bothered with the forging arts. It appears that his failure took quite a toll on him.
Kazuha, did your great-grandfather really say, if you can't find the secret within? Did he use those exact words?
Oh, Albedo.
Yes.
Wait.
The servant said that he
The
personally heard
secret's
those
within.
words
What does
and
he
still
mean by
remembers
that,
them very clearly.
though?
My grandfather was so angry at the time
Feel
that he
like,
smashed my
Albedo.
great-grandfather's cherished bonsai tree.
Albedo, are you trying to say what?
Yes, it appears that you understand my meaning.
I don't understand, but also I
Kazuha,
don't remember.
If your
anything.
great-grandfather thought that the Ishin art lacked finesse, then after witnessing his son's failure, wouldn't he have said something more along the lines of, your skills aren't sufficient? But instead he said, if you can't find the secret within...
Well, I thought he would
Don't you
just be
find that a
saying the
little
secret
strange?
within himself.
Huh? So you're saying my great-grandfather may have very well known that the failure was due to someone's tampering?
Well, who could have told him?
Yes.
How would he know?
The current evidence suggests that is highly likely.
And what are
I
the
apologize,
implications of
but-
this?
Would you all please accompany me to the Tenryou Commission? After I became a wanted criminal, the Tenryou Commission seized my family's last remaining estate, which contained all
Oh,
of my
your
family's
last
old
house.
belongings.
Oh, time to
I
talk to
want to
Kujo
inquire
Sada.
about the whereabouts of those belongings. If I can find them,
Kazuha lost his
we might be
freaking
able
house.
to get some clues.
All right, let's get moving.
Hello, Kujo Sada. What you got? Are you chilling in Kazuha's house? Are you just using it as like a vacation house or something?
What are you all doing here? Did something happen on Rito?
We're just about to ask about something.
Kujo Sara. Perhaps you still remember me.
Yes, I do. You're Kaedehara Kazuha, a wanted criminal during the Vision
A
Hunt
wanted
decree.
criminal, huh?
However, your arrest warrant has since been repealed.
Refused.
Sarah, we'd like
so
to ask
stubborn,
about the
isn't she?
Kaedehara clan's property that was seized by the Tenryou Commission. Do you know where all their belongings are now?
Yes, the items seized at that time are currently stored in the warehouse next to the police station. Since Kaedehara has come back to Inazuma, those items should be returned to their rightful owner.
Oh, she
No,
just
I'm
all of a
afraid
sudden
you
remembered that.
misunderstand. I'm not here to reclaim those belongings.
Well, what else are
I
they
just want
supposed
to
to do with them? You're
investigate
like the
them
last
for a
one
personal
left,
matter.
right?
I see.
I guess it doesn't have a house to
All
put
right,
him in.
I'll inform the police station. They'll take you into the warehouse.
Thank you, Sarah.
Is he just gonna leave the stuff there?
Kaedehara, about the Vision Hunt decree.
Oh my. Very
That's all in the
respectful.
past now, Kujo Sara. There's no need to mention it again. I know you've also had your own convictions and struggles.
At least they're trying to highlight on that. After she got smacked out of the way during the main story.
However, may I ask something of you?
Hmm?
Yes? What is it?
Currently, I have no plans to stay in Inazuma.
Oh.
As a result, those items from my family's estate are of no use to me.
And he's the last one
Madam
left.
Kujo.
That's true.
I believe you are a person of integrity. After our investigation is over, I'd like to ask if you can handle those belongings for me. Please, sell them, and use the money to help the poor.
Oh, Kazuha.
All right, I understand. I'll be sure to take care of it.
That's sweet.
I've already informed the police station. There'll be someone to take you into the warehouse, so you may head there directly. As for all the belongings left by the Kaedehara clan, I will deal with them promptly.
Oh my gosh, go to the police station warehouse. I'm sobbing already. I feel so bad. Kazuha was just like, well, I'm the last one left and I got nothing. I ain't taking this stuff with me. But he still thought about what he should do with all that stuff anyway. One thing I really like about this event is giving us a lot of Inazuma
you
lore.
must be here to investigate
More
the
than the main
Kaedehara
story.
clan's belongings. Well, Madame Kujo's already informed me of the situation. Please, come this way.
Okay.
The Kaedehara clan's belongings are stored in this warehouse. Unfortunately, the items are scattered throughout in order to save space. My deepest apologies. However, I have clearly marked the corresponding items, so they shouldn't be too difficult to find. I'll be waiting for you at the door. Please, come see me if you require any assistance.
Kazuha, since the items are scattered throughout the building, I propose we split up and look for clues.
Okay.
Yes, sounds like a plan. Thanks for your help, everyone.
Oh, okay, we're going scavenger hunting. Okay.
I'll be checking around here. You and the others can start looking elsewhere.
We got Ayaka. Kamisato Ayaka. How's it going?
Oh, it's you. I'm currently investigating the sword rack.
Oh, since the Kaedehara clan was a family of renowned swordsmiths, then this blade should be super valuable, right?
Maybe.
Maybe it's a treasure of the
I
Ishin
doubt it.
art.
I'm afraid not. Although the sword rack is made of fine wood, the swords placed here appear to be quite ordinary. Due to the dire financial situation of the late Kaedehara clan,
Oh.
everything of value has probably been sold off already.
Okay.
The blade on the sword hasn't been sharpened, but there are many signs of use on the hilt. Perhaps Kaedehara used it for training as a child.
Let Paimon see. Oh, there seems to be a couple uneven characters etched into the scabbard. Kazuha.
Kazuha.
Wow, so it really was Kazuha's! Paimon can imagine what Kazuha was like as a kid.
Oh, baby Kazuha.
I will continue investigating here and call you if I find anything interesting.
Hello? Xingqiu? What did you find?
What did you find, Xingqiu?
I found quite the
Books.
pile of old books.
Everywhere,
These books
huh?
here are all related to smelting steel, and these are about the process of forging blades. This pile over here is all about plants and flowers.
The books about plants and flowers must have belonged to Kazuha's great-grandfather.
Do you think there's clues in the books?
I skimmed through them just now, but I didn't find anything particularly worth noting.
Oh, never mind.
I shall take a closer look and let you know if I find anything.
Well, there wasn't anything of value much there. Yet. There's something here, though. What did you find, Albedo?
Oh, it's you.
Oh, it's you.
Unfortunately, I have
We
yet to
got
find
Albedo and
anything of value
Kazuha.
here.
I hope the voice actor fans are winning this event.
Whoa, this folding screen looks pretty old,
I just like that.
though.
I just like that soft type of voice acting, you know.
Yes, perhaps if it were better maintained, then it could fetch a decent price. However, I doubt it could be sold in its current condition.
Oh, are you saying that none of this can be sold for any good money? Oh no.
I was taking a closer look just now and noticed a large piece
So
of
much
dirt
for
caught in
that.
the fabric fibers on the back side. The soil is deeply embedded into the cloth. That means a great deal of force was used when the dirt was lodged into the cloth. It's likely that this patch of dirt is from the very flower pot thrown by Kazuha's grandfather.
And is that really an important discovery?
Because this is not what we are looking for now.
Oh, it's true. I guess you're right.
Let me think.
What do we want to find?
If I wanted to leave a message behind, I would probably choose to leave it on something a little more special.
We better not bother him.
Lastly is Venti.
There must be some around here somewhere.
What are you looking for alcohol?
Do you see all these pots here?
Oh,
Some of them are
my
bound to have liquor
gosh.
inside, right?
Of course.
Hey! Everyone else is trying hard to help, and you're over here looking for a drink?
I merely
I
jest,
merely
of
jest.
course.
Of course he
Come
merely
on,
jests.
We're close to uncovering the truth now. Why do you look so worried?
Well, Paimon doesn't really get why Kazuha told Sara to sell all these belongings.
They're not worth anything. Yeah.
What if we don't end up finding anything today? Then wouldn't Kazuha lose the chance of finding out what really happened all those years ago? You know, just saying.
I know you are worried about Kazuha, but if you ask me, he is stronger than you think.
He is pretty strong.
Since Kazuha made such a request to Sara, that indicates he's already made his choice. Whether we find out the truth or not today, or whatever it turns out to be, he's ready to accept it.
Is this your Archon's intuition speaking?
No, not intuition. Rather, I've lived for a long time now, so you could say I have some
I live for a
experience in
long
reading
time
people.
now. I guess that makes sense.
Leave the
too.
things here to me. You two can look around elsewhere.
At least he's helping.
Everyone, I've found something that you should all have a look at.
Oh, seems Kazuha discovered something. Let's go see what he's got.
Hello.
This flower pot was in my house for a long time.
It's a dead bonsai.
I heard that it was left behind by my great-grandfather.
That's a dead bonsai.
Yeah, the plants seem to have been dead for a while now.
Well, after my great-grandfather stopped studying the forging arts, he picked up the hobby of keeping bonsai plants. Most of his prized plants were given to others once he became seriously ill.
Oh.
But he specifically left behind this dead plant at the time, and even instructed my grandfather not to throw it away in his
Do you
will.
think there's something in
My
the
grandfather
plant?
deeply regretted that
There
he
has to
never
be something
managed to
in the plant.
reconcile with my great-grandfather, so he left the plant exactly as it was. But now that I think about it, my great-grandfather could very well have left it behind for other reasons.
What other reasons?
Now that you mention it, this flower pot is kinda suspicious.
Suspicious.
Yes. Let's take a closer look, shall we?
What could be in the pot?
We finally found something! It's only a bunch of
Nah,
blank
we learned
paper.
already that to
Do you
not
think
trust
someone
blank
already
paper.
discovered the compartment and swapped the contents?
No, I think this
no,
paper.
I do not think that
Yep.
is the case here. See the paper? It's quite yellowed, which means it's very old.
Maybe we need to try using water again. I just fear what'll happen to
You mean
the
to
paper.
say that these sheets have been written with special ink? Like that which Miss Kamisato found before?
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with this hypothesis.
Okay, let's give it a dunk then.
There is a pond outside the police station. I'll use the water there.
You'd go with Kazuha to the pond outside the police station.
How did it go? Those weren't just plain old sheets of paper, were they?
Just as everyone guessed, after I sprinkled some water onto the paper, writing did indeed begin to appear on it.
Oh,
It is a letter, written by my great-grandfather.
really?
Oh? What does the letter say?
Is it something you can share with us too?
It is. I'll tell you what my great-grandfather knew at the time, but before that, I wish to take you somewhere.
Okay.
Everyone, please follow me.
Where are we gonna go now? Follow Kazuha to the seaside. Over here? Why are we going all the way out here?
Kaidehara, Why did you lead us to this beach?
Is this the place related to the contents of the letter?
It is. In fact, my great-grandfather and the head of the Kamisato clan tracked the fleeing swordsmiths to this very location.
What stopped them?
Our hypothesis was correct. My great-grandfather was well aware of the truth behind the defective blades. And it was right here where they encountered the culprit who framed the Kaedehara clan and the Raiden Gokaden.
But what
It
stopped
reads,
everything?
To whoever reads this letter, I, Kaedehara Yoshinori, have been held to a certain secret throughout my entire life. I don't have much longer in this world, and after much consideration, I finally decided
Something
to
doesn't
disclose
sit
the
right
matter.
with me here. Who
All
planned
those
this?
years ago,
Who
when I was pursuing
invited
the swordsmiths
everyone
alongside
here
Commissioner
for this
Kamisato
to
of the
happen?
Yashiro Commission, I was not injured by one of the fleeing smiths. Rather,
It was night, and after the clues led us down to shore,
Something's wrong
I waited
here.
for the culprits to show themselves. However, there were
Invited
no
everyone here.
swordsmiths
Who
in sight.
planned for all of this,
Only a
and why
single
now?
eccentric stranger. This stranger claimed to be the one behind the failed forgings, and said that he had been patiently
It's
waiting
got
for
a
us.
mooch.
He then threatened to destroy the Raiden Gokaden.
That's
That person
got a
was of
mooch.
able body, and in a blink of an eye, myself and the accompanying samurai had been defeated.
Kunikuzushi
Commissioner Kamisato was
is his
severely
true
wounded,
name.
and I barely escaped death myself. My hat had fortunately blunted a blow to my head. The unusual stranger could have easily claimed my life at that moment. But, after noticing my appearance, he stopped his attacks and sternly asked if I had any connection with the name Niwa. I answered that it was my father's surname, and after my father disappeared, I was adopted by the Kaedehara family.
So he wasn't a
Upon
Kaedehara
hearing my
officially?
answer, the stranger paused. After a long silence, he suddenly said, "Tell her this. My name is Kunikuzushi."
Kunikuzushi. This is
He then turned
Scaramouche.
and left.
That's Scaramouche. But Niwa. Why did he hate Niwa?
Wow. So that's what really happened.
yes. My great-grandfather and the head of the Kamisato clan escaped from death and learned that the forging diagram had been tampered with by Kunikuzushi.
God, I'm
However, due to the encounter, the head of the Kamisato clan was worried that my great-grandfather
been
would be
around for
falsely
that
accused
long,
of being
but
involved with the
that
perpetrator.
surely must have been well before
So
he joined
even
the
on his
Fatui,
deathbed,
right?
the
What
master of the
happened?
Kamisato clan cautioned my great-grandfather to never speak of what happened.
Before he joined the
Because the
Fatui, everyone
perpetrator said
understand
he would destroy
he
the
didn't think
Raiden
of
Gokaden.
anything.
My
He was just free to
great-grandfather
wander
worried
the
that the
world.
perpetrator would still return for vengeance. So, to protect his loved ones, he closed the family business. He said, "As the leader of the Kaedehara clan, I am deeply ashamed to witness the decline of the
Well, he
Ishin
did
art.
that to protect
But as a
Kazuha
father,
from Scaramouche.
it is my priority to ensure the safety of my children and grandchildren." Yes, that's right. If my grandpa had somehow discovered the
I'm
secret
really-
behind the tampered diagram all those
Oh
years
my
ago,
gosh, I don't know what
perhaps
to
my
think
great-grandfather
of this.
would have told him the truth. Unfortunately, he failed to catch any of the hints in my great-grandfather's words. Miss Kamisato, it appears you were unaware of the happenings that my great-grandfather described here. What are your thoughts?
I suppose the reason the head of the Kamisato house never spoke of this to the family was due to similar safety concerns. If the perpetrator was capable of tampering with even the Shogun's diagrams and could single-handedly defeat many men, then he is not an ordinary enemy. I will discuss this matter with Brother shortly and investigate the identity behind the one called Kunikuzushi.
Why don't you just go ask
Rest
Raiden?
assured, we will act cautiously.
Just go ask Raiden. How are you feeling, Kazuha?
To be honest, as I read the letter, I felt much turbulence
We,
in my
as the
heart.
player, know who Kunikuzushi is
But now
only
I've
because of the
managed to
Raiden
calm
Shogun's
myself.
character lines.
My great-grandfather said in the letter that he did not wish his descendants to blindly seek revenge and be deceived by things of the past. Though he was in a tight situation when he wrote these words, I feel like they are still valid nonetheless.
Nonetheless,
I think what's most important for each person is not the past, but the present. Even though we must carry the burdens from the past, there are also things we wish to strive for. Therefore, knowing the truth behind what happened is enough for me.
It's enough for
I
me
will
too.
live on just as my great-grandfather had hoped.
Except, what does this mean in the future
That
for
being said,
Scaramouche?
If the enemy from all those years ago is still lurking and plotting to stir up more trouble, then I definitely won't turn a blind eye. These are simply insights I've gathered from all that I've experienced. Thank you all for accompanying me in my search for the truth behind that incident.
Great! Now that we're done here, let's head back to Rito.
What's the next quest? 5 colors true form. Are we to reveal the final painting? Is the final painting going to be of Scaramouche? The Irodori festival goes into full festive swing and your work is going well. Finally, the day of the finale arrives.
Irodori Festival. Not only will there be Shincho's signing event, but Albedo's painting of Kuranushi will also be unveiled.
Kuronushi's likeness. Who is Kunu Kuzushi?
Find everyone there.
Albedo's portrait of Kuronushi. The portrait has been covered up by a piece of cloth. It seems you'll only know what's on it during the unveiling ceremony itself. Albedo.
Hello, traveler. Paimon?
Albedo, why is the portrait of Kuranushi all covered up? Paimon wants to see what your Kuranushi portrait looks like.
Don't worry. The unveiling ceremony will be starting shortly. You'll see what it looks like then. I will
If
say
only
that I'm most
Signora
satisfied
got
with
this type of
particular
lore in
work.
an event too.
I even made a special trip
thinking
to see
about
someone
that.
in order to complete it. They gave me some very valuable suggestions.
You made a special trip? Who did you go see?
Is that so?
Did you go see
Anyway.
Raiden?
There is still time before the ceremony. You may have a look around the venue first.
The only ones who should know about that are Raiden and Yae Miko. The only ones Albedo would be able to reasonably talk to anyway. Oh, you two should know each other. That's right. Cause Venti's a really ancient archon.
Well, hello everyone.
Hello.
Hey, what are you two doing together? Don't think we
They're
didn't
both very
see you two
chaotic.
chatting
Of
up a
course they're gonna be
storm just now.
chatting.
The moment we came over, you stopped talking.
Oh, they're doing something
Is
sinister.
that so? I'm afraid you're just overthinking things.
They're probably talking about the
We
past.
were merely discussing wine and food. I'm sure
This is probably
you
that
two wouldn't
Heavenly
be
Principles
interested.
BS again, where they're like, oh, we can't talk about
Speaking
it
of
with
good
y'all.
sides with sake, I personally prefer fried tofu.
They all know something involving
Forget it.
Celestia.
Even if those two are plotting something, they'd still never let us know.
And and I don't know what it is. We know from Enkanomiya that they can't talk about what they know or they're gonna freaking K-worded. Just like that poor serpent down in Enkanomiya. What about you, Kazuha?
Kazuha, what are you doing here? Why aren't you at the festival?
I came here to take in the sea breeze.
Oh,
Such a
Kazuha's
bustling
being-
atmosphere is never really to my liking.
Him with the soft voice just makes me so sad. I'm just like, oh, poor Kazuha.
I knew you were still worried about me. Thank you. But please, don't worry. The things I
doing
said
the
in front of
post-ether
everyone
does.
weren't just
Aw.
pretty-sounding excuses. Look. See this familiar harbor in front of us? Before, you could sit here all day without seeing a single ship pass through.
Oh, this must be before
Instead,
Kazuha left.
all you would see were soldiers from the Kanjo Commission, guarding against possible intruders. But now, it's become a bustling place.
Yeah, now
Not
that
only are
Inazuma's opened
foreigners
up.
coming to Inazuma again, But traffic between here and Watatsumi Island has also been picking
Oh,
up.
that's nice. Just make sure nobody ends up down in Inganomiya, right?
Change, huh?
Right?
I was thinking, in some ways, each and every one of us are similar to this country. It might take a different amount of time for different people, but there will inevitably come a day when each person can let go of their burdens.
Aw.
And
I
when they
guess
finally
in one
let
way
go,
they can.
they are free to follow the wind as they please.
Oh, of course you would be talking about wind. So I assume we still have Ayaka and Xingqiu to talk to? Right? Oh, what the heck is this place over here? Is Ayaka gonna talk about dealing with all the nobles? Ayato's here too. I need to take a picture. We're gonna take a picture. Hello. Oh. I'm pressing the wrong buttons here. Don't look at me. Oh. 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 Wait, how do I zoom in? I forgot how jank this is. Oh, wait, I don't want my UID though. Ah, that's a good shot. There we go. Hello, Ayato.
Ah, greetings, traveler. Paimon.
Oh, Ayato! We finally get to see the busiest person of all.
The busiest person. Oh.
Yes,
I guess
there
he
were
has been
many
gone
things
this
which
entire
required my
time.
attention these past few days. Fortunately, the Irodori festival is proceeding smoothly.
You're still very sus
The
to me,
Tri-Commission
Ayato. Did you
cooperated closely
know
to
all of
prepare
this?
this festival, so at long last,
Were you the
I
one
can
who
take a break
orchestrated
today.
all of this?
Brother and I are
were your
very
sister,
grateful for your help.
Was your sister in on this too?
Toma sure is taking his sweet time.
You're waiting for Toma, huh? He's already here.
Yes. Today is one of the rare occasions when Brother isn't busy. I was going to buy some books, but he said he wanted to come along. His treat. However, he forgot
You
his wallet
made
at home,
Toma
so he
go
asked Toma to
fetch
go
your
back and fetch it
wallet?
for him.
Paimon didn't think Ayato could ever be forgetful like that.
I think you did it on purpose.
Brother always works diligently, and it's rare for him to ever put his
I think he
duties to the
secretly
side
just
and
wanted to
relax.
make Toma do work.
So, Toma and I really cherish such moments when he's forgetful.
He actually is forgetful? Oh. The two talk about various things regarding the Irodori festival while they wait for Toma. You can hear snatches of their conversations. Brother, even if Toma is here, you cannot simply forget to bring your purse. I still think he secretly just likes trolling Toma. Oh, Xingqiu, he's doing the signing.
Traveler, Paimon, it's a pleasure to see you.
Did today's signing go as planned?
Indeed it did. Thanks to you, the signing event went off without a hitch. And I must say, the readers seem most satisfied.
Shito, is it just Paimon, or are you on the lookout for something?
You aren't mistaken, though I'm ashamed to admit it. But in fact, I have been on the watch for tourists from Liyue. After all, I came to Inazuma under the pretext of evaluating a potential investment. If an acquaintance were to see me sitting here, then there would be no way to hide the truth from my father. Fortunately, the crowds of readers that came flocking over have kept the usual tourists at bay. Oh, I should mention, Shu is also unaware of the real purpose of my trip. If you happen to meet him, please, remember to keep it a secret.
Don't worry, we got you covered.
Then, please accept my thanks in advance. I'm sorry that I can't chat long. There are still readers waiting in line. I'll see you later at the unveiling ceremony for Kuronushi's portrait.
I wonder still who Albedo talks
Time for the
to.
portrait's unveiling ceremony. Let's head over to the 5 Kasen Plaza.
I assume it's Yae who he ended up talking to.
Everyone, welcome to the magnificent Irodori Festival. Today, we have ushered in the final stage of our festival, and now we will reveal the final portrait of the 5 Kasen.
Everybody
Kuronushi,
does this pose.
which was done by none other than our guest artist from Mondstadt, Calx.
Hooray.
Paimon has no idea
The
what
applause sounded
Albedo's
really
portrait
sad.
looks like. Oh, this is so nerve-wracking.
Let's all count down together. 3, 2, 1. Huh? What's this? This piece depicts nothing but a background.
Albedo hid the
Calx must have
truth.
forgotten to include the character.
No.
Let's hear some words from Calx himself regarding the creative
No,
process
this is a
behind this
trick.
piece.
Albedo's too smart.
Hello, everyone. First, I would like to say that it was an honor to be invited to create the portraits of the 5 Kasen. The 5 Kasen are legendary figures from ancient Inazuma, famous for their works of poetry. As
There
time
has
passed,
to be a trick
poems
here.
are composed about them.
Is he gonna like
and they
splash
became the
water on
subjects
the
of
portrait
many
in front of him?
stories. I learned from existing sources about those stories that the character of Kuronushi
Who
is the
was your
deepest
source,
and most different
Albedo?
of the 5
Who was
Kasen.
it?
Moreover, Kuronushi lacks a dedicated chapter among the stories. It's as if he is a behind-the-scenes role of the 5 Kasen. Perhaps we can assume that every creator had a different understanding of Kuronushi. So, in the same way, I also wanted to leave this character to everyone's own imagination. After all, the Irodori Festival is a place for everyone to express their minds through creative works.
Yep, that's Albedo for ya.
Hooray.
The super logical explanation is sure to win everyone's approval.
Sure.
Well, it seems that our adventures at the Irodori Festival
Are we gonna have a
come
closing
to a
cutscene?
close.
Wait, are we forgetting something?
Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, right! We still haven't figured out who left those stories of the 5 Kasen for us to find.
It has to be Ayato or even Scaramouche, but I don't think Scaramouche would be the one who invited everyone here. I think it's Ayato.
Really? Come on then, who is it? Tell Paimon!
It's someone that knows every one of us.
Well, that makes sense. Otherwise, there'd be no way to give the right paper to the right person every time.
And they're connected to the Kaedehara clan.
Right. Even though they were using stories to hint us toward Shincho's troubles, the real goal was to lead us to solve the secrets of the Kaedehara clan.
And they knew that we would all be here
Paimon gets
perfectly.
it now. Well, at least Paimon thinks she knows. Let's go! We'll get to the bottom of this.
I want to try something.
Cascade!
Oh, I was hoping that this would be... I was like, water! I don't know if Ayato's works on that. I was hoping... You! I totally also... It could have been her. Because she knows Venti.
The one who left the stories of the 5 Kasen. I'm afraid you guessed wrong, Paimon.
Oh, never mind.
It
It's not
wasn't
her.
me.
Huh? Really? Oh, Paimon thought for sure you'd be the sneaky and tricky one.
But seeing as you stumbled upon me,
Oh.
you aren't far from finding that person now. Because other than me, there's only one person left.
Her. I knew it. I was like, it has to be the Kamisatos. It was you. You know everyone.
The person who left behind the stories of the 5 Kasen probably chose to do so for Kaedehara's sake. After all, if they wanted to simply tell me what happened, there'd be far easier ways of doing it.
So even that only leaves Ayato, right? You didn't even, you left your sister in the dark on this too.
Ayato! You're the one behind the stories of the 5 Kasen! But don't you think you overdid it a little? Leading all your friends on a wild hunt like that?
I don't know, he's kind of a sadist.
As it just so happens, one of
Look
the
at his
reasons I'm
smile.
here today is to explain the details behind this wild hunt.
Paimon wants to see how you'll explain yourself out of this one.
First of all, the start of this whole incident was due to mere happenstance. You see,
Happenstance.
Lady Yai happened to catch sight of Shincho and the editor carrying the books away one night. She thought it was interesting, so she asked me to tease them a bit.
Both tease? Oh no.
So it was Miko after all! Paimon knew it! This thing had Miko written all over secret!
Miko, so
That's
it
right.
was Yae.
But
Y'all two
using
are
the story of the five
tricksters.
Kassen to guide you to the Kaedehara family's secrets was my personal touch. As for my roundabout approach, well, that was something which I had no choice but to do.
You had no choice.
Yes. Due to a certain incident that occurred earlier, I happened to notice the bonsai plants left behind by Kaedehara Yoshinori, as well as the blank papers hidden inside. I knew there was more than meets the eye regarding those papers, but it took me some time to figure out the secret behind the ink, the kind that would only appear when exposed to water. What Kaedehara Yoshinori said in the letter is very important for both the Kamisato clan and the descendants of the Kaedehara clan, especially Kazuha. The Kaedehara clan used to be subordinates of the Kamisato clan. It was my ancestors who were unable to protect them all those years ago. So now, this obligation fell on my shoulders. Although he has the right to know the truth, the closer he draws to things hidden out of sight, the closer he also draws to danger. I had to confirm whether Kazuha has both the will and ability to be privy to the truth.
A test?
Of course, I could outright tell him the truth that I had discovered, but maybe he doesn't have the will that's required.
So you wanted
In
to
that
see how
case,
far he would go to find
the truth
truth
would only
here.
become a burden to him. If he lacks the ability, then he wouldn't be able to find the truth in the first place. In which case, it would be better to keep him away from danger altogether. Kaedehara Yoshinori left his message in a roundabout way precisely for this reason. For a long time, I yearned for a suitable opportunity to convey this matter, right up until the night when a legend of sword was smuggled away.
Oh, Paimon gets it now.
So why did you involve everyone else?
Yeah, it wasn't only Kazuha. You brought all of the rest of us into this plan of yours.
I figured you would ask this question eventually. I merely saw that this matter would be of value to you. And more importantly, I hoped that while Kazuha and Ayaka were looking for the answers together, they would have some reliable friends by their side.
I can't
Reliable
believe you
friends
left
who would be
Ayaka
willing
in the
to
dark,
protect them
though.
and make measured decisions. Friends who would spare no effort to lend a helping hand in times of trouble, because it is also very likely that you will face the same enemy together in the future.
That's right. We, as the player, know exactly who Kuni Kuzushi is, but everyone else doesn't, except for Yae, possibly Ayato here, and Raiden.
You already know the answer deep down inside, don't you? The answer is actually hidden in the portrait of Kuronushi. When there is no one else near the portrait, you can confirm with your own eyes. As for the means of revealing that answer, well, you have used it many times before.
Water. Wait for nighttime. Okay. I have a feeling we need to... One thing before the Inazuma plotline wraps up here and we move on to Sumeru, we need to confront Scaramouche one last time.
It's getting pretty late, so nobody else is around now. So Ayato must have been telling us to splash water on the portrait, right?
Mm-hmm. It's
the Balladeer!
Scaramouche.
So he was the one behind the trouble all those years ago!
When there is no one else near the portrait, you can confirm with your own eyes. As for the means of revealing that answer, well, you have used it many times before. Also, there's one last thing that we must discuss. I mentioned earlier that the occurrence of a certain incident made me notice the bonsai plants.
What incident?
I wish to tell you of that incident now.
Is it Fatui activity?
It was just after the Shogun announced the abolition of the Sakoku decree. I heard that something had happened at the Tenryou Commission.
You mean Raiden's story
They had
quest?
discovered signs that someone had entered the warehouse storing the Commission's articles of evidence and confiscated items. But nothing was stolen.
What? He
I felt
left the
something
stuff?
unusual about that incident. So I told Kujo Sara of the Tenryou Commission to treat it as if nothing happened. She was not to increase the guard or relocate the warehouse contents. In the meantime, I sent a member of the Shumatsuban to keep watch over the warehouse. And sure enough, someone was sneaking in and rummaging through the belongings of the
Why was
Kaidahara
Scaramouche
clan.
looking there?
You mean he was also looking for...
I let him search for a while, but in the end, he found nothing. Soon after, he had to leave Inazuma by boat.
Wait, he's not in Inazuma anymore.
She sent someone to catch him!
The best way to protect a secret is to treat it as if it doesn't exist, is it not? Besides, the identity of this person is not hard to guess.
If he's not in Inazuma
After
anymore,
he
are we
left
gonna
Inazuma,
chase him to
I
Sumida?
carefully checked the Kaidahara clan's belongings one by one, and eventually discovered the papers in the
Oh
hidden
god, we might be
compartment of the
chasing
flower
after this
pot.
boy for a while.
I am certain that the papers are the secret which the infiltrator sought to find,
A
though he
long
couldn't
while.
confirm whether this secret existed at all. So, now on to my final question. Which part of Kaidahara Yoshinori's experiences was the secret that needed to be protected?
Was it... Which part of Kaidahara Yoshinori's experiences? Oh my gosh, I have to pay attention here. I assume it would be the identity of Kunikuzuji himself.
I don't have an answer to this question at present, so I'll leave it to your future self.
I would assume it would be the identity.
As for now, please, enjoy yourselves
So
at
it
the
doesn't really
Irodori
matter what you
Festival.
chose there. And that is the end of True Tales of the Violet Garden. There he is. That is wild. Absolutely wild. He's right there. The one behind it all.
Festivals always attract some.
Wait, what? What was that last line? He used a special ink that can only be reeled when using water. The way Ayato puts it, it seemed that the person who tried to furtively search for the secret was a Fatui spy. But who would want to hide Kunikuzuji's past? It's Scaramouche. And what effect might this secret have on your own destiny? Why would he want to hide it? Yes, it is it's events like these that keep me coming back to the cursed Genshin game. Because they end up being important for later. This is why I always come back to Genshin for the events. Even if I don't do much else in game, which believe me, I have not been. Where is this furniture? It's right here. The 5 Kashin Nishikie. An elaborate folding screen based on the display board at a magnificent Irodori festival. It features portraits modeled after the legend of the 5 Kasen. The original is currently stored in the collection of the Yashiro Commission. The scrolls on the board are devoted works of Mr. Calx, and I can't scroll. We have Suiko, Aoi no Okina, Akahito, Sumizome, and Kuronushi. This folding screen, which is brought back by the traveler as a souvenir of the realm within, reveals 4. And we got a crown for finishing the story. Nice. So I believe we have one last side story to do. Pen Pals, book reviews, and the super lucky general. The day after the release event, the Irodori Festival pays host to 2 special guests. We are still receiving 2 more guests. Okay.
You know, according to the arrival schedule, there should be one last ship arriving in Rito today. But the Irodori Festival is coming to an end. Who would be showing up now? Oh, it's almost time. Let's go to the harbor and take a look.
Oh, it's
Traveler
Goro and
Paimon. Nice to see
Kokumi.
you
Y'all
again.
came right at the end of the festival.
Wow! It's Kokumi and
How adorable.
Yes, but we are not here representing Watatsumi Island's administration.
Oh.
We were invited as individuals.
As individuals.
Things are quiet in Watatsumi Island at the moment, and I wanted to buy some books. So I decided to make the trip here. Goro was not greatly interested in the Irodori festival, but he said if I was going to Rito, he would join me.
Her Excellency is traveling outside of Watatsumi Island and also meeting her pen pal today. As her general, it is my duty to ensure her safety at every turn.
Pen pal? Yes, we started corresponding just recently. My pen pal and I share very similar tastes in light novels.
Is it Xingqiu?
And we always have a lot of interesting thoughts
Or
to
is
share.
it Yae?
Of course.
If it's
There
Yae,
are
I feel
also
bad
times
for
when we
Goro.
fiercely disagree.
Oh no.
Since we were both coming to the Irodori festival this time, we decided
hope
to
it's
take
just
the
Xingqiu.
opportunity to hold a book review
Because if
session
it's Yae,
and
Goro's
discuss our views on
gonna
various
suffer.
novels in more depth.
Sounds pretty professional. Hey, since you both like novels, why don't you try writing one together? Who knows? Maybe you'll shake things up on the Inazuman literary scene.
That's a very interesting idea. It's almost time. Goro and I must go to meet my pen pal at the agreed-upon location.
Kokomi, Paimon's super curious about this pen pal of yours.
I'm worried that this pen pal is literally
Don't worry,
Yae.
Paimon will just watch from a distance and won't interrupt him.
I'm very worried.
Let me think. Yes, I think it should be fine for you two to come with me. All right, let's go together.
Let's go together. I genuinely think it's Yae. Hello? Who is it?
This is the meeting spot.
There's no one else around. It looks like we're early.
My.
My.
Who have we here?
Oh no!
Miko!
He ran away!
Oh no! Paimon hadn't counted on running into Miko. She and Kokomi are on different sides, and they also believe in different gods.
Oh, that's true also.
Are they gonna end up having a fight?
Oh no.
Lady
I love
Gucci
that
of the
Goro
Grand
ran away
Narukami
immediately.
Shrine. No wonder. I was just wondering where that air of superiority was coming from.
Oh god, they're both like having a face-off here.
If it isn't the leader of Watatsumi Island, who looks as soft as a jellyfish, but whose words sting like one too.
Sting like one too. Wow, such backhanded compliments.
Hello. Nice to meet you, fried tofu with all the frills.
Wait, is that her pen name? Fried tofu with all the frills?
Oh, the pleasure is all mine, soul of the deep.
Oh. Oh no.
Hey, what's going on here?
I just like a tension in the air here. I can't tell.
Miko is Kokomi's pen pal?
Yeah.
No, it can't be. Look at them. Clearly they already knew each other. Does that mean...
Clearly they do already know each other. Then why would they do a cover-up?
Whatever are you talking about? I don't understand. I'm simply here for the book review
What
session
are they
with Miss
talking
Soul of the
about
Deep.
here? If they know each other already, then what was the point of having the nicknames?
Let's go. The venue for this meeting is in the Kanjo Commission headquarters up there. The view is excellent, making it a perfect place to drink tea and discuss creative ideas.
Who holds a book review in the Kanjo Commission? You seriously expect anyone to believe that?
Wait, what are you saying? Are they planning something else here?
You're not here to talk about shaking up the Inazuman literary scene. You're here to talk about shaking up things in Inazuma as a
Oh, I
whole.
guess Yae is here to represent Raiden, huh?
Watatsumi Island will soon hold formal talks with the shogunate on Inazuma's future development. It's essential to have an informal meeting like this one before the formal talks begin.
Oh, it's everything here was masks, huh?
Right, especially with someone outside of the shogunate like myself.
Oh, everything here was
who's in a
masked.
good position to
I
test out
see.
where each party draws the lines. But this is just our first meeting. It's a little too early
I
to
see.
announce
This
it
is
to the
why
general
you
public.
disguised everything. I see.
Okay then.
By the way, where is your general? Didn't you say he would be joining
He's scared
you?
of Yaya so bad.
Huh, that's right.
I did Goro's
Where did
hangout event
Goro
on
go?
stream, and he is a big scaredy dog.
Goro went to buy some books for me.
Does
He won't be
Scorpion know that
attending the
Goro's
book
scared of her? Oh no.
Oh, what a pity.
Oh, what a
I was
pity.
rather looking forward to seeing his fluffy ears again.
Me too.
Traveler, I'd like to talk to you for a moment.
Do you need me to go get him? Because I can go get him.
I have been getting the sense that Goro does not
Oh,
like
wait, you don't
having to
even
deal
know
with
anything? You don't
Gucci.
even know the story,
So
but
I
you
was
know
initially
so.
reluctant to bring him to Rito with me this
Oh
time.
no.
I noticed he instinctively hid as soon as he saw her just now. However, Goro has a strong sense
Cannot
of
believe he ran
responsibility
away like
and will
that.
feel ashamed when he next sees me. So, I would like to give him the task of buying some books for me to make things easier for him. But Goro rarely buys anything. So, as a favor from me, I'd like to ask you to accompany him.
Sure, leave it to me.
Kokumi, you focus on the meeting with Miko. Leave the books to us and Goro.
Thank you. I made a list of the books I'd like to buy. Please, pass it on to Goro.
Pass it on to Goro. Alright. Oh, he's a scaredy dog. Hello.
Goro, are you alright?
I don't think he's alright.
Oh, it's you. I wasn't expecting you-know-who to show up.
You know.
It completely caught me
I
by
should have
surprise.
different. I might have
I had
different
no idea what
dialogue
to say
here
to
because
her.
I did Goro's hangout
Next
event.
thing I knew, I'd apparently already taken cover. I came here to ensure the safety of Her Excellency, but now I'm useless. I've become a burden instead.
Goro, don't be so hard on yourself. Actually, Kokumi asked us to give you a very important task.
Oh, Her Excellency's purchase list. Got it. This is how Her Excellency wants me to make up for my mistakes. No problem. Just leave it to me.
Goro, let us come with you. We can show you around the Irodori festival while we're at it.
Oh wait, I'm sorry.
Oh.
I keep.
Thank you so much.
Sorry, I got distracted by Discord there. We're buying books. He's being a big scaredy dog.
There is a children's storybook on this list called Night at Mount Yogo. I think this is the stand where it's being sold.
A children's storybook?
Yes, it's for the children of Watatsumi Island. Her Excellency says that this book is simply written and very useful for learning new words. Hello, I'll take 5 copies of Night at Mount Yogo, please.
Oh,
Thank you for your
multiple
patronage.
copies.
Wow, you're a lucky customer. There's a coupon in one of the books you just bought, which entitles you to a free gift.
What's the gift?
Wow, Goro got a free gift. That's amazing.
Here you go. A toy box. It's all yours.
What?
He's scared
A
of
toy?
boxes.
Are you okay?
Oh no.
The hair on your tail is standing on end.
Fine.
Are
Thanks
did
for
they
the
ever
gift.
explain what Goro is? Actually, I don't think they ever
Could
explain
you
what he is. Why is he
maybe,
a dog boy?
Look after the toy for me?
I don't think even his hangout event explained what the heck he is.
Yes. As a thank you gift for coming with me to buy the books.
Seems like Goro still hasn't recovered from seeing
His character
Miko.
story probably explains what the heck he is anyway.
Okay.
I should look into it.
Next up, this isn't the focus of this trip, but let's go buy a light novel. It says on the list that Her Excellency had an editor called Onodera purchase the latest issue of A Legend of Sword for her in advance.
Oh, okay.
we
A
better
Legend
not
of
keep him waiting
Sword.
too long.
Okay.
Oh, we know him. We'll lead the way.
Yeah.
Excuse me, are you Mr. Onodera? I'm here to pick up the new issue of A Legend of Sword for Soul of the Deep.
Mm-hmm. Soul of the Deep.
Hello there. Yes, I have the book right here. I heard Soul of the Deep is the VIP of the Irodori Festival, but couldn't make it here in time for the signing event due to the shipping schedule.
Oh.
Oh, also, if you have these books available, please give me one of each. Thank you.
All right, let me see. Oh my goodness, it's your lucky day today, sir.
Why does he keep getting lucky?
You were the 100th reader to buy the Saga Hamavaran. That entitles you to receive a special edition version with a review personally written by Lady Yae herself.
Oh, are you serious?
It's a sign. You should go talk to her.
You don't look very well.
He's very scared.
I'm fine. Thank you for the books. Her Soul of the Deep asked me to buy this book after all. I'm sure she'll be very happy to receive a special version with the chief editor's review.
Goro does not look like he's enjoying this at all. Paimon doesn't know if he's lucky or unlucky.
I can't tell either.
Oh, one other thing. Because of the amount of your purchase, you're able to enter the Yae Publishing House's lucky draw.
Gosh.
Please come with me. Right this way.
Is this Miko? I feel like Miko had this plan somehow. I feel like Miko's been doing this on purpose.
Please be mindful of your personal safety at all times.
She has to be doing this on purpose.
Sir, please take your lucky draw whenever you are ready.
Just turn the handle and a prize ball will come out. Maybe today's your lucky day.
Oh no.
Come on, Goro, go for it.
I'm so scared for him. He's gonna be like he's gonna roll like a lucky number and
Let me see. Oh, wow. Incredible. You got the golden ball. That's the grand prize.
What's the grand prize?
Goro, you're a lucky dog today. So what is the
Lucky
grand prize
dog.
anyway?
That's funny.
The grand prize is a full collection of each light novel published by Yae Publishing House.
Each light novel?
Not only is the prize awarded personally by Lady Yae, but you will also have the chance to shake hands and take a photo with her to commemorate the occasion.
Is he having good luck or is this bad luck? I think he's literally pulling a Nagito Komaeda over here.
Not only do I have to meet her, but I have to shake her hand and take a photo with her too.
Hang in there, Gono.
What? This guy won the Yae Publishing House's grand prize? Wow, that's so lucky!
An entire set of all their light novels. That's worth a lot of money.
Money.
Excuse me, ma'am. Could
Get
we
the light. You should take the
discuss
light
this?
novels.
I don't actually want the
You
light
should
novels.
take them.
Huh? You mean you want to give up the prize?
Goro, don't give up your prize. If you don't want to see Miko, that's fine.
I'll go see
we'll
Miko.
figure something out.
No, that's not what I meant. I'm not giving up the prize, and I can cope with the ceremony and the picture taking.
Oh.
But I have a
I
request.
love the voice acting here.
I would like to ask Yae Publishing House to change the prize from light novels to books on agricultural science of equivalent value.
Oh.
Agricultural science?
Agricultural science?
Yes. The land in Watatsumi Island is quite barren
Oh,
and
that's
always
right.
yields a
Y'all
poor
have
grain
like
harvest.
a really
We've been looking
weird
for new ways
land
to
over
improve
there.
the residents' lives. One of her Soul of the Deep's core objectives for the Irodori Festival was to purchase some works on crop cultivation and aquaculture.
Aquaculture, I see.
If I can get these books as my prize instead, we can save a lot of money, and Soul of the Deep can buy some other useful resources too.
I see. I understand your request, but I don't have the authority to grant it. Lady Yae will have to have the final say. I will contact Lady Yae now. Please wait for our reply at the 5 Kasen Plaza.
Well, isn't Yae
Depending
in
on
the
the
meeting right
situation,
now?
Lady Yae might need to negotiate this matter with you further in person.
Oh no.
Okay, understood.
He did really good at saving face there right at the end. Oh, we have to. These two are gonna meet. Oh no, here we go. This is gonna be Goro's hangout all over again.
Goro, that was pretty brave of you. You clearly don't like having to deal with Miko, but you still agreed to the ceremony and even made your own demands.
You think so? I guess I got a burst of courage when I thought about Her Excellency's orders and the people of Watatsumi Island. I am the General of Watatsumi Island's armed forces. How can I let something like this defeat me? I'm ready now. I feel like I'm back on the battlefield. Even if Miko does come to negotiate with me, I won't let myself be pressured by her.
I don't know. The last time you tried this, it didn't work.
You still look pretty nervous though, Goro.
Well, probably because I just realized she might make a cunning counter request just to toy with me.
Yeah?
Sorry for keeping you all waiting.
How did it go? What did Guji say?
Lady Yai has agreed to your request to swap the light novels for books on agricultural science.
That's great!
But...
Additionally, Lady Yai says that she will include a few extra works, considering your intended use for those books.
She probably sees right through him. She knows exactly
You may
what
accompany me to Yai
she's
Publishing
asking these
House's
books
warehouse
for.
to select your preferred books. I believe your return ship leaves tomorrow night. We will package the selected books and take them directly onto the ship for you.
Oh, nice.
You'll package the books? Then, what about the ceremony?
The ceremony?
Lady Yai said selecting the books may take up a lot of your time and energy. To ensure you have fond memories of the Irodori festival,
she
decided to cancel the ceremony. Although, she did leave you a letter. You can read it on your own time.
I didn't think Miko would cancel the ceremony. Huh. I was so convinced that she would try and make a fool out of me. Now it seems like I was overly suspicious of her. Anyway, I'll go with the editor to pick the books now. I won't trouble you guys anymore.
See you tomorrow, Goro.
Great! See you tomorrow night!
I can't believe we can't spend another day with them. Sad. That makes me sad. I was hoping to spend more time. We only got more screen time with Goro. Kokomi got very little. Hello? Hello? Why is it not? Please. I have to flip it around again.
I have to start full of smiling.
Kokomi and Goro will be boarding their boat home soon. Let's go down to the harbor and see them off.
Okie dokie.
Muster the courage to say anything in
There
opposition.
they are.
Traveler Paimon, thank you for coming to see us off.
How was your off-screen trip to Rito?
Very worthwhile. The book review session was a big success, and I feel very positive about the forthcoming talks.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah.
Goro also made a great contribution. He procured a whole batch of useful books for Watatsumi Island.
I may have won the prize, but ultimately, it was Miko who gave us all these books for free. If I have the chance
What
in the
if she
future,
just shows up out of
I must
nowhere
thank her
right
properly.
now?
Speaking of, didn't Miko send you a letter yesterday? What did it say?
Oh no!
Oh, I almost forgot. I'll read it now.
Dear Goro, I suppose you must have been extremely nervous when you heard about the prospect of the award ceremony and the photo. It came as a surprise indeed to learn that not only did you accept those conditions, you also made your own demands.
Your own
Your
demands.
courage has won my respect.
Wow.
Those books are a token of my goodwill to Watatsumi Island.
A token of my goodwill.
And also my
Wow.
gift to you.
She's so
I do
high and
hope you like
mighty.
them. Yes, I'm sure that by this point you must be feeling ever so grateful for my
so
kindness.
grateful.
and
Her
are
voice
looking
actor
for
does a
way to
really good job
repay me,
accenting the
yes?
right words.
Well, here's your chance.
What's
Yai
it? What is
Publishing
it?
House will host an event
Next month?
and we are looking for someone to dress up as a character from a light novel
Oh,
and interact with the fans. Goro, you are not only patient, but also very beautiful.
Oh no.
Why don't you come and help us? I'll prepare a tailor-made outfit
Oh no.
just for you.
Is he gonna be Miss Hina?
Oh, and by the way, it'll be a woman's
A
outfit.
woman's outfit. He's gonna
I
be
knew
Miss
it!
Hina.
I knew she was up to something!
She's always up to something. She had that planned out to a T. And with that, we get a cute little fox figure. Yay. And I believe that is all of the story content for Irodori. And I got freaking Xiangling. I hate it here. I already have her constellation. But yeah, I loved the story of Irodori. It was chunky, which is why I had to split up the VODs on YouTube into 4 parts, because each one was an hour long alone. So yeah, and I wanted to include as much stuff as I could, because this is all stuff that's gonna go away eventually, you know? And it's content. It's content. Content I really like. I will be doing the minigames off of stream. I'll get Xing Chu that way. Believe me, I really want C6 for him. But yeah, we learned a lot about Scaramouche. If he's left Inazuma for sure now, like they really made it clear that he's gone. Unless if he comes back, I think we're gonna be chasing him to Sumeru. Or he'll chase us to Sumeru. We'll run into him to Sumeru. I think. But we'll see what the main story has in store for us. From what I hear, it looks like 2.7 might be delayed. So, we might be waiting a while here. Maybe I'll go finish up exploring the chasm. But yeah, that is it. If you've been watching from this point, thank you. And more Genshin stuff will be coming in the future. Probably a chasm stream or something like that.